From the infamous pivot scene to We Were on a Break, over its 10-year run, Ross, Rachel, Monica, Chandler, Joey and Phoebe brought us some of the most iconic scenes on television ever. Now, some of those moments are being brought to life on the Dublin stage in Friends the Musical Parody. I'm delighted to say we are now joined by Enzo Benvenuti, who was playing Ross. And before we chat, let's have a look at what the audience can expect.
Are you ready for a show?
New York in the 90s, it's the safest it's ever been.
I know!
She knows she has the worst kind of luck with guys. How can she afford this place? 3,000 square feet. How can she afford this place? Suspend your disbelief.
She has the Rachel hair. Enzo Benvenuti, a huge welcome to the 6 o'clock show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, Enzo, you are bringing Friends the Musical Parody to the Bord Gáis Energy Theatre in October. Tell us all about the show.
Well, it's Friends. It's Friends, maybe not how you've seen it before. It's a musical parody of the show. So that means that if you like musical theatre, it's definitely going to be for you. We've got lots of tributes to musical theatre heritage throughout the show. So it's a completely original score. We've got odes to some of those classic musical theatre songs. So we've got a song called Central Perk Tango, which is inspired by Cell Block Tango from Chicago. So if you're a musical theatre fan, you're going to love the show. If you're a Friends fan, you're going to be obsessed with the show, because as a fan myself, before I did this job, everything is in there. And it's been delivered with a lot of love and care and loyalty to what that show was and what made it special. So it's tongue-in-cheek. It's a tongue-in-cheek celebration of what that show was and what it meant to everyone who loved it.
Listen, you hit the nail on the head there. A lot of pressure on you guys. Everyone loves Friends. It's one of those shows you can just watch over and over again. You're playing the part of Ross Geller. What was it like auditioning for that role?
Well, first of all, it was amazing when I even realised that it was going to be a possibility to do it. I mean, I first heard about the job. I asked my agent to put me up for Chandler, because I've always fancied myself as a Chandler. I think everyone in your friendship groups, you always said, who would you be if you were one of the friends? I always saw myself as a Chandler. Having been cast as Ross, I get it. I see it now. I'm definitely more of a Ross Geller. But
you're not a Joey then, no?
Definitely not a Joey, no. I don't think I could pull Joey off. Ronnie Burden, who plays Joey, does a much, much better job and looks remarkably like Matt LeBlanc as well. It's uncanny.
How did you get into character, and how do you get into character to play the iconic Ross Geller?
Well, it's a funny thing, isn't it? Because, like I've said already, I grew up watching this show. I watched it all the time with my mum when it was doing the reruns on Channel 4. Grew up watching it, watched it on VHS, DVD, Netflix, all its various forms. So I feel like it's one of those shows where if you went up to anyone on the street and said, do your best Ross Geller impression, they'd probably do an all right job, because we've just sort of, these characters have just become part of us because they're always on in the background. We've seen them year after year after year after year. So for me, the key things were physicality. David Schwimmer's got quite a unique way that he holds himself as Ross. So that, there you go, you can see some iconic...
I remember that.
So yeah, physicality for me, and also it's interesting not just doing an accent in a show, but taking on someone else's voice. It's interesting. It puts you in a completely different place where you sit vocally. So Ross is very nasal and he's got a very low larynx. So we did a lot of great work with Jessica Martin, who's our impressionist coach, and she helped us find, because it's a parody, we're not saying we are these characters, we're not saying we are these incredibly talented, famous actors, we're saying these are a few things that we can hone in on, that when people are sitting down and watching it, they go, that's Ross, that's Ross.
Well, listen, you know all about his low larynx, so well done you. Is there any particular scene from the television show, there's probably so many, that is going to be in the musical that you are really excited for people to see?
Yeah, there's a great number called Classic Sitcom Situation. And that is all, it's a musical number, and it's based all around the scene where Phoebe and Rachel and Joey know about Chandler and Monica. Chandler and Monica know that they know, and the whole song is about, we know that they don't know that we know. It is a hilarious number. The whole company's involved. It's actually one that I'm not in, and I'm a bit jealous every time I watch it from the wings, because it looks like so much fun, and it is just a riot for the audience. They absolutely love it.
I remember that because the Phoebe then tried to get off with Chandler. I remember that. And
it's all in there.
Yeah,
it's
I remember that. Do you personally have any favourite Ross Geller moments from the television show yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's all the classics that everyone knows. I mean, Pivot gets its own number in this musical. There's a whole song called Pivot, which is big fun. That's a big end of Act 1 number. I mean, we've got the whole let's just take a break scene. We've got the breakup scene, and it is amazing when you do these iconic moments. As a fan myself, because they obviously mean so much to me from when I watched them. When you have those scenes in front of an audience, and obviously the audience knows what happens throughout the 10 seasons. And they hear, let's just take a break. The whole audience goes, ooh, because they know what's coming.
Listen,
it's
are
great.
you getting a spray tan? A very important, a really amazing scene on the show was when, remember Ross got the spray tan? Are you getting a spray tan?
So there's no spray tan, but there might be some leather pants involved.
Oh, is there talcum powder involved?
I guess you'll have to wait and see if you see the show.
You touched on it there. The most important question of all, I'm going to take a breath as I ask you this because it's so serious. Were they on a break?
Of course they were.
They were on a break.
But then I have to say that.
Yeah. What do you really think? What does Enzo Benvenuti think? Were they on a break? Did he cheat?
I think they were on a break, but I think he moved very quickly.
Very quickly. Let's move past that now.
Quickly,
You're also in Disney Plus's Renegade Nell. What was it like working on a show like that is just so big?
It was unbelievable, like nothing I've ever experienced before. I mean, that was my first real taste of a TV show of that scale. I mean, I say TV show, but the sort of production that goes into these series these days, it is like, you know, film level funding and just the witnessing the small army that goes into creating something like this. It really was a mega experience.
Our very own Louisa Harland was on that show with you. What was it like working with her?
An absolute treat. I got to speak to Louisa a few times. Obviously, fantastic actress, and I can say without a doubt, a lovely human being as well. I told her that it was my first time working on something of that scale, and she was just really kind and lovely, and just had a chit chat with me, made me feel at ease before we did our scenes together. Really, it was a really lovely experience.
Do you think it's fair for me to say to you live on the telly that your Irish connection is strong in capital letters because your grandparents are Irish?
That's correct. Yeah, my granddad's roots go back to Ennis in County Clare, and my grandmother's roots are in County Meath. So my mum's side of the family, my mum and I grew up in London, but my grandparents, they came over from Ireland when they were 18. Worked very hard to leave me in a position where I'm doing this amazing show now.
Do you get to Ireland much? Have you been here many times over the years?
Been over a few times to visit family. I'm looking forward to when we arrive in Dublin because I think my family have booked out half of the board gosh.
As they should. What do you plan on doing whilst you're here, catching up with family, friends and working? Mixture of
Catching up
both?
with family. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. We're gonna be really busy, but definitely I'm never over there as much as I'd like to be. So I'll be spending lots of time catching up with the family, meeting family maybe I've not even met before as well, because we've got quite an extended family over there. So hopefully the show brings everyone together, and I'll get to spend some time with them.
Eat lots of Tato sandwiches. They're amazing.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
He gets it. Enzo, thank you so much for joining us on 6. Friends, the musical
Thank you.
Parody is coming to the Bord Gáis Energy Theatre from the 21st to the 25th of October. Tickets are available from ticketmaster.ie. And again, Enzo Benvenuti, thank you so much for joining us here on the 6 o'clock show.
Thank you very much.
Yes.